SLO!
So, what's good? Last week off. We back, you know, took a little week off.
Yes.
My man's had some things to do.
It's hot out here, and we out here trying to adapt to this weather.
You know, we showing love regardless as always.
Yes, showing love.
You know, we bumping some of the new things. Banks been going off lately. Freestyle.
Knocking some Banks and Zach at it. Definitely putting that pain.
You know, I got Banks in my top 5, so it's always good to hear Banks dropping some shit.
Yeah, Banks, he's definitely an artist we always gonna remember. They say quality matters itself.
Well, how was that trip, man?
Fun, man. It's fun. You know, 15,000 feet up, definitely a lot of fun. So,
yeah. I mean, I'm still trying to get into reality. Cause, you know, the last few months, the last few weeks, I was out and about East Coast and in Vegas, and back to work now. It's been like 2 weeks now. But I'm still thinking about damn. I don't want to be back at work, man. This is what it is, right?
What? Today
Oh yeah, today I wasn't, you know, the days I'm off. They know not to try to do stuff like that when Happy is at work. When Big Black and Beautiful is at work. They know not to. Basically, I'm off. I'm seeing news that there was somebody barricade in the parking lot of the plantation.
It was a standoff. It was a full-on standoff, bomb threats and shit.
Yeah, so
man,
I wasn't there. They knew not to act up when Jeff's not there.
LA is definitely.
But LA being LA, you know.
Got them downtown after hour parties, 2 dead, 4 shot. Crazy, listen. Stay out.
You know how big cities are.
Long groups at this time right now is probably not the best idea.
Like, you know, like they said, summertime is killer season.
Summer. But let's hear some other. We got some other.
We got new music. A couple new. Me, you know, Conway. I've been saying Conway's one of my favorite artists. He dropped the new song. 7
shots of 7 on the drone work squad.
Yeah, I was gonna
Well, how you guys been out there? At the end of the day, we want to know what you like. We want you to comment. We also want you to share and let us know what you think. And let's talk about it.
Put the flash on it.
Conductor.
Oh shit.
Compared to 17, fine again. 17, fine again. The shit's 17, fine. The boys are 17, fine again. They 17, fine again. Compared to 17, fine again. $100 million worth of dope, 30,000 for the bag. Yeah.
Talk to him.
I like the track fire.
Yes, and this is definitely a fire track.
But I feel like I'm still listening to the clips and Freddie Gibbs Alfredo too fire. I mean, I'm really sat down with it now. Yeah, I've been listening to that on repeat.
Those
2 things I listen to.
Good quality music. Last a lifetime.
Music. All the old rappers are making better music.
Good quality music last a lifetime. So when y'all go and punch in, make sure y'all punching in for the future.
But then we got Banks is dropping. I played his newest freestyle, but he's been dropping a lot of freestyles lately.
Yeah. Let's hear the other one with him and Motto and East. That's like a little combo that always pushing.
Yeah, well, I forgot the name they called themselves.
Isn't Adobe Express ties you the other Adobe apps like Photoshop?
Console.
We need that team. That'll be a crazy team. The 3 of them on it. Motto's going through that whole little issue with him and Misa. And
I haven't heard him talking.
I hope y'all find some beats there.
I miss my younger years, corner creeks with the metal vibing at the same time with someone thinking maybe it's better dying. Slow, I gave my first piece of winning, and it was mesmerizing. I can take parts of my past.
Bars after bars.
To make it faster, moves faster. Gotta be better options. Hungry out here looking for blessings, never been fed. But somehow.
I mean, it's good to hear Banks, you know. Banks is
it's
always
timeless.
I grew up on Banks, you know.
Timeless,
my early teen years. And we got We're talking about Ghostface about to drop. Ghostface he dropped a single for his new album that dropped.
Rap, what is it called? Rap Kingpin?
Rap Kingpin, yeah.
Oh man, another one with a timeless flow. Shout out to Ghost.
Yeah, Ghost has one. That's one. I think that's gonna be the third release of the whole Mass Appeal.
Yeah. Y'all, shout out to Mass Appeal Records. I love it that y'all out here putting out some good music. Good quality music. First one,
it's a classic beat. Classic sample, you know. Yo, the old rappers is rapping better than new rappers.
88 shit. Let's go. The most valuable. Bumps at a clap. Black British walkers with diamonds in the dashes. Cascade kids rock more glass and a splash you. I'm going down project, got a Tony Stark statue. I'm like, got me on dust.
That's not, you know, it's like they carry it away.
Let's work with it.
You know,
I hate you.
You know, that's fire coming in.
I hate you.
Fire.
You out here putting that. I love that. I love it. Listen.
But there's been a lot going on, you know.
Yeah. Definitely some stuff to chop up, you know, and bring some light to.
When you prime time, man, you can have no bladder, no toes. You still gonna get some hoes. Facts. And now we see Chris Brown. Now I guess Chris Brown and Deion are Eskimo brothers now.
Yes.
They're Eskimo brothers. And Quavo and, you know, these industry people. It's like, you know, it's at work. The workers messing with the co-workers.
Well, let's put up the clip here so we can kind of like, you know, connect with everybody with what's going on.
Really? Mentally.
So, this essentially was kind of like...
Last night was tough, yesterday was tough. Cause I had to make a will. That's not easy at all. To think that you might not be here. But you want to make sure you're better straight.
I mean, that's
really.
So essentially,
yeah, he has what, bladder cancer?
Yeah, he's dealing with some issue with his bladder, and he was in the hospital, and essentially he had to write a will, and not write it at that point in time, but essentially had to, you know, construct it and take the serious, you know, reality of it, and he was going in for this life-altering surgery, you know, bladder removal. In addition to that.
So how do you pee when they take the bladder out?
In a bag. And they put a bag on you and you kind of like let it do its thing, let nature take its course.
Yeah, wow.
And you empty the bag out. So you always got this bladder, like, it's called a bladder. That's what they use. You know, well, you're a runner, so you know what a bladder is inside of a rucksack. So when you're running, that's what they call a bladder. So when you no longer have a real one, they can give you an artificial one that you put on your head.
Yeah, and I guess with this whole situation, it was just roll out to show that him and Karuchi
that's a weird.
Karuchi are dating.
But I mean,
last time I seen her at a pop out at the Kendrick show. She was out there.
Why not? I thought he was locked in with Roxy at one point in time. Everyone was telling him he liked them little.
Oh, they have a little show together. I don't think they were together though. Okay. They had that little podcast or whatever on Tubi that show together.
Yeah, yeah. It's interesting that Tubi is like hosting.
Yeah, I mean, I think he like the same type because that looks like his ex-wife. They got that similar, small, cute face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's his thing right there. That's what he like.
Well,
that's his speed.
Listen, more power to him. I see, you know, Shador out there still trying to put in work, fourth on the depth chart, but shout out to the Sanders family.
Shout out to nepotism. What, I can't say shout out to nepotism?
This guy, moving right along. I'm snitching. I'm telling you on air.
Oh, Gilbert Arenas.
It was him, and it was...
Gilbert Arenas getting caught up. He housing gambling rings or whatever they say he's in.
Let's pull it out. Let's see what he's talking about.
There's him getting out of jail.
You better not. You can't hold me. Hello.
I mean, that was one of the clips he said that he Basically, his posted barn. He posted the bell early, right? He had barn early.
Yeah, so he apparently one of the properties that he owns here in Encino, they host these poker games. Great ambiance, and they have a very aesthetically pleasing wait staff per se. And lo and behold, you got to get you absolutely got to get RTP. But more importantly, they're illegal. There's so many loopholes you can put in play that you can kind of jump through when it comes to these unauthorized games. And apparently they busted him because he was the owner, and he said, "I'm snitching."
They say he's getting paid too.
Yeah, he was.
I don't know how true that is, but this ain't getting paid off games.
Stop the cap. You knew what the fuck was going on.
We got.
I wish
Stephen A. Smith was talking about
this.
this.
As far as I'm concerned, I wish every single one of them was on First Take now with no issues whatsoever. Because I got love for all of them brothers. But I'm going to address what Gilbert said because here's what alarmed me.
That's what we do.
I've gotten to know Gil a little bit. I respect the hell out of him. First of all, I think he's a brilliant basketball mind. Let's get that out the way first. I think Gil's Arena is a hell of a podcast, hell of a basketball show. Let's get that out the way. He's very excitable, very knowledgeable, and we know that about him. In the light of what he's being accused of, however, I'm still going to say to Gil, bro, I need you not to play around. Because, my brother, I don't want to see you in jail at all.
They did it to Big Baby Davis.
It's not a good look. It's nothing to laugh about.
Big Baby Davis.
To joke around about and think it's funny.
What do you mean? He was stealing from the NBA.
All of that.
It's what do you mean? This is not the same thing. It was
BBZ. As far as I'm concerned, I wish
and he was still one of those dudes that was
on First Take now with no issues
whatsoever. He was one of those dudes stealing from.
Because I got love for all of them brothers.
From the.
But I'm going to address.
But he was kind of doing the same thing. Remember?
I've gotten
when he got caught up, and then as soon as he made bail, he was trying to act like shit was all sweet. He was like, he was on a jet with all that money. Talking about, don't believe what.
I think he about to get out soon, right?
He was like, don't believe what don't believe everything you see on the internet. I said, oh man. Fast forward, and give him a little time to sit down and think about what was going on.
Yeah, but Gilbert really, but that's Gilbert's personality. He gonna joke around. He gonna joke any situation. He gonna joke around like, yeah, this is who Gilbert is. And then we even had his mans. You see the shit with let's have me down with Swaggy P.
Yes, I saw that.
When he found out that he got locked up.
Kwame Brown was talking about it. He said,
I mean, they got their little personal beef.
He said, you fucked up Swaggy P's future, and now you're going down. Man, I tell you, there are no honor amongst these motherfuckers. Like, these dudes hate each other with passion. There's like, it's all business when you're in that court.
So I feel good, man, It's reckless, man. Just, Gil's gonna be Gil, tell him, y'all pray for him. But tune in to Swaggy's Arena, no more Gil's Arena. Swaggy's Arena, Be good.
Now, Gilbert Arena, now it's Swaggy Arena. That's the name of the show now. That's according to Swaggy P.
Oh man!
Swaggy he had me down when he had another video talking about when they locked up. He commented on Arena's getting locked up.
Man, listen, listen. Apparently, it's Israeli mob boss who was running these games. So what old boy say? He said, "You gonna send your wife out there? They're gonna check if the car's good from now on." Like, listen.
Man, he joke. He that's who he is though. He joke all the time.
He may joke, but in reality, unfortunately, right now in that area in LA, it's been hit with a lot of
they had robberies.
A lot of robberies going out there in that area on these sought after properties. So let's not hope no accidents occurred to happen in that area of Encino.
But yeah, remember we had the Gillie cam. We talked about that, right?
The Gillie cam.
So apparently it was Gil's birthday.
Yes.
And then somebody brought him from somebody from the Eagles.
Thank you, Jalen.
Somebody from the Eagles brought the the trophy and everything. And Gil, I don't know, Gil was acting like he played a couple down for that Super Bowl. He was hugging the what's the name of the trophy again? The Lombardi trophy. Like he put in some pain for it. I feel like I understand why Johnny Manziel kind of went. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Talking about all the different Cam. I'm like, yo, you could disrespect Cam. You can't. Cam was a legend. He's not a legend, but he did his thing on the field. Like, you did nothing on the field. It sounds crazy for you to get the Lombardi trophy and then you to be like, oh, Cam has never held this before. Yo, Cam was one of. He played in the Super Bowl. He was one of the. He was a good quarterback.
Yeah, he was.
If he had a great team, he could have won.
Truth be told, listen, I love Gillie.
I understand you're an Eagles fan, but relax. You gotta relax.
But listen, I do see. Then there's listen to both sides. Gil was like an unofficial brand ambassador for the fucking Eagles, because he was out there. He had songs. He was showing mad support, and he had a big platform. So, listen, if that's gonna create some traction, more importantly.
No,
like
the way
let's go Eagles.
He was acting like he won.
Yeah, he
played like he was on the team.
Shout to the Eagles organization for bringing the trophy down, and on that's a lot of love.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean the team really messed with you.
All right, let's go. Like it's a lot.
I was gonna read the.
Well, let's see what Gillie had to say in response to.
No, I was gonna play the we had the whole video. There was a whole video at his birthday party.
Yeah.
Gillie had that. But then Johnny Manziel tweeted, "Yo, Gillie the kid, you may be the biggest fucking loser on the planet. Talking like you're fucking done anything on the football field. If I see you just knowing I'm going to slap the fuck out of you. Trust."
Yo, Johnny Manziel threw the shots. He said, "Listen, if I see you, I'm going to slap the fuck out of you."
Well, he had some other tweets. What else? He said, "Take Jalen's dick out your mouth for a couple of minutes. Pretty sure you already got a chick. Can't wait for this response. Just set up the rough and rowdy and let's call it a day. I love $1 million worth of game, but that's the corniest shit I've seen in my life." And he goes, then I read that first tweet before he's talking about he's going to slap him in the face. I feel like Johnny Manziel, you're not going to slap Gillie in the face. But then Gillie responded, and in the Gillie fashion, let me play it.
Come on, Johnny. Out of all the motherfuckers you could fuck with, Johnny, what the fuck would make you stop at me, man? Huh? What would make you stop at that bus stop and fuck with me, Johnny? I know what it was. I know exactly what it was.
Yo, that's a lot. That's a shot in the half right.
You hate all of this shit, Johnny. I figured by now that shit would have wore off, right? Johnny, what the fuck would make you get up and just say, you gonna slap me? Out of all the motherfuckers on planet Earth, Johnny, you gonna slap me? It had to be this shit right here, Johnny. Because it ain't 1917 no more, Johnny. This is 2025. Niggas fight back, Johnny. The fuck make you think you just gonna slap a nigga and then what you just gonna do, you just gonna walk off about your business, Johnny, and just ain't nothing gonna happen, Johnny. No, we gonna have to put on a bet nap, Johnny, to over and under for how many fucking days you gonna lay in the hospital. And I'm taking 13 and a half days. I'm taking the fucking over, Johnny.
I'm taking the over.
Now let me tell you something, Johnny. I need you to check in the AA, Alcohol Anonymous, and I need you to check the fuck out of AAB, African American Business, Johnny. This shit ain't had nothing to do with you. Sit your dumb ass down somewhere. You hear me?
Yeah.
Now Cam said what he said about Jalen. I told Cam he did something you couldn't do with a Super Bowl, and then Cam, big, goofy, extra sensitive ass, started talking personal shit. So you and Cam could both sit y'all super goofy asses down some fucking way. Fucking cocaine Johnny and big fucking sensitive. You big sassy ass nigga, sit your dumb ass down somewhere, nigga. I don't know what the fuck you got going on. But I told you niggas, neither one of y'all could fuck with Jalen. And then you talk about, I'm the biggest loser. You ain't did nothing on the football field, neither did you, Johnny. You was in a fucking league for two.
Nigga, he did his thing in college. He just didn't do his thing in the NFL. But I just feel like Gillie's doing too much. But I guess he is, like you said, he's a mascot. But that's what Cam called him. Cam called him the mascot.
And listen, and this is what it is. The platform is still a big one.
But then, hey, he's making content, make content, you know?
Yeah.
This works. I didn't hear about Johnnie Manziel in a while.
Yo, listen, Gillie did what he was supposed to do. Listen, all you doing is making it more relevant. You making this podcast even more relevant. So, like more power to him. $1 million worth of game. I love it. But keep working. I love it. But moving right ahead, let's pull up this next segment right here.
Yeah, we have the linebacker.
Micah Parsons.
He wants to trade.
Let's split up. Let's hear what you got to talk about this whole.
Cowboys suck anyways, but hey.
Pissed off the wrong people. Now let me break this down for you because there's a lot of moving parts. This all started when Micah Parsons asked for a trade and posted a tweet about Jerry Jones trying to do a backdoor deal without his agent. To which Jerry responded, since 2015, he doesn't like dealing with agents anymore because of what happened when he was negotiating Dez Bryant's contract with Jay-Z. So let's roll back the tape to 2015. Jay-Z and I negotiated the contract and he said that Dez would make all the meetings. And when he called him when there was a problem, Jay-Z wouldn't take his call. Well, Jerry, you probably should have just kept your mouth shut because that comment has now opened up a whole can of worms. Aside from Bryant himself posting this, today Jay-Z's agency Rock Nation got involved releasing this statement. First off, apparently Jay-Z and Jerry made this contract on a napkin at the 21 Club, but the statement went on to say the claim that Jay-Z did not return a call from Jerry is not only false, but it's also comical. The main issue with that statement is Rock Nation basically admitted that Jay-Z negotiated the contract himself, which as you can see here, because Jay-Z is not an NFLPA certified agent, is in fact illegal. Therefore, not only was Bryant's contract negotiated illegally, who knows how many others. So unintentionally, Rock Nation may have opened themselves up to a major scandal. But regardless, with all that said, I have a message for Jerry. Next time you want to make an excuse as to why you do shady stuff, don't use Jay-Z not calling you back as your main evidence. He's Jay-Z. Was Taylor Swift unavailable? Yes, I would imagine he's quite difficult to get on the phone. I don't think he's going to be waiting by his cell just in case Dez Bryant misses a team meeting. And maybe, just maybe, if he's not picking up, next time just try Beyonce. This time.
JJ, man, he not gonna get in trouble. NFL, he already in bed with the NFL. I doubt he'll get in any trouble for this. And Jerry's Jerry. He do whatever he wants.
Do you need to be a certified agent to negotiate?
Yeah, that's the rules.
Oh, that's the rules?
Yeah, you have to be. You can't be an agent, not be an agent, and try to do a deal. Like even when that dude's mom was doing his
I was gonna say that. His mom was an agent.
His mom is his agent.
Okay. And James Daniels.
No, I'm talking about dude on the Ravens, quarterback.
Oh,
yeah, I feel bad not his name popping out my head right now.
Jamar.
Huh?
What's his name? Isn't it Jamar? No.
No.
He's a Kodak boy.
Yeah. Damn. He was just on
he won the MVP. He won the MVP last year too.
It's bad that we don't know his name right now, but yeah.
Sorry, the mark. No.
They face in my head right now. 2 balls, and I forgot his name. Whatever. We can skip with that. But
I feel bad. We should. Let's close up.
But I feel like Rock Nation is always in some type of shit. They're moving like the mafia.
Yeah, right.
Anybody believes anything on Rock Nation? You mess with Rock Nation, man. Just know you messing with the mob right now. I heard they just like I remember Ack was just talking about they trying to run like the mob. They're trying to what Nicki's saying about Jay ain't a lie. Well, according to Ack, but whatever. Anybody that goes against Rock Nation, he's saying Ack was saying that they're trying to be like Live Nation. Now Live Nation kind of runs a touring.
Lamar Jackson,
but they were trying to say that Ack was trying to say that Rock Nation is trying to get every artist basically. So any artist that doesn't rock with them, that's when they try to sabotage them and try to finish them basically.
Yeah.
Because they say that with what you call when he didn't want to sign with them, Trace, Tory Lanez. They have some other artists I forgot. They said that Rock Nation is trying to be like the top.
Like Adrian Broner. I'll never forget when Adrian Broner was offered $30 million by Rock Nation to sign with them, and he had to do I think it was 8 fights or shit like that. Fast forward, motherfucking Adrian Broner has been arrested. He lost.
Nah, he been doing that. Don't put that on Rock Nation.
No, he's not putting it on Rock Nation. But it just seems like the timing of it all becomes pretty
Probably so funny. I mean, the lady's really trying to lock her daughter up because she doesn't like her boyfriend. That is kind of wild.
Still kind of confused in how she was on that board meeting over with Rock Nation for the casino campaign for the casino.
What do you mean? She's like the president or something.
Yeah, I hear you, but but she still, it is legal documentation that she was a part of that.
You know, it's different when women snitch, bro. She was a mule, right? Wasn't she a mule or something like that for the cartel boss, something like that? She was smuggling stuff. It's different. I don't feel like people go off on women snitches like that. I feel like they give them a pass. You're a woman at the end of the day.
But then that becomes like a handicap to, them, because they basically say, hey, listen, I get away with this shit.
Yeah, but I feel like they're going to save themselves regardless.
Wow.
Everybody's not El Chapo's wife, man. You know?
Well, she in her prime, she did look all right.
But yeah.
Yeah, but this next segment right here is a very interesting ordeal. So I remember in college, one of my professors talked about nurture versus nature. And he basically split, the class up between people who believe that, nature has more effect than nurture as far as molding. And this segment right here is talking about what's more, what has more of an impact on their life, nature or nature. And
what is that? He called himself though. Ever said his son, Zayn Supreme, taught himself the Beyonce dance.
So I'm pretty sure he didn't just teach himself. He definitely got.
He probably was watching the video.
If you see his mom and look at his mom, she's very Beyonce focused, right?
Yeah.
But the question here is, are there certain things that should be acceptable as a young man and a young woman? Should there be things that they should be allowed to do or should not?
I mean, if I ever said I don't want to do no Beyonce dances.
So let's talk about this here.
I feel like, it's up to the parent. I guess, and this parent wants her kid exposed to Beyonce. He wants some part of the beehive.
Do you think that your surroundings has more impact on your future or your genetic makeup?
What do you mean genetic makeup?
Like, do you think that if you have genes, is basically saying this is what my father was, this is what my mother was, and these genes combined make who I am. Do you think that has more precedence on your future progress or the things that you surround yourself?
Society, whatever you're, I think it's kind of both. It's kind of I feel like genes probably like behavior, but I feel like you still pick that up from being around people, your family, and
well,
I feel like gene is more like how you look and how you. I feel like people be saying like personality, but if you're around your parent, but then that's true. There's people that they're not even around their certain parent, and they kind of still act like them. Yeah. So I guess it is kind of genetic, but I feel like there's certain things that you could get nurtured by too as well.
Yeah. And so it is. Yeah, I mean, it is pretty.
Yeah, I'm like if I'm like I remember I didn't like my mom was watching soap operas all day. I mean. To the point I started sitting down and watching them before. I'm like, no, this is cool.
What about people who feel like they were born mentally having some attachment to a female side? Essentially, they feel like they are essentially just.
Talking about the Transformers?
Yeah. Like some people feel that they have these genetic makeups that make them feel like.
I feel like that's a mental disorder. Some people are more mentally disordered.
Interesting.
Disabilities. I'm sorry, but that's what I think it is a mental. I put it in the same bracket as people with schizophrenia and people with this and that. Some people just.
What do you guys think? Disorders. Let us know.
But I feel like this situation, there's not no mental disorder. Just the mom has them exposed to her listening to Beyonce, and he's, kids soak up everything like they're like sponges.
So let me ask you a question here. Now, nurture versus nature. This plays into this question too. Now, he's got 3 women in his family already. Do you think he has a higher chance of having some female tendencies?
Yeah, I think so.
And then someone...
Like, how they be... I feel like not to be talking about kids, but even when little baby son, they be trying to say he's so feminine, but he's around his mom 24/7 and.
So essentially, that kind of influences the.
Yeah, I feel like you're gonna get influenced by the parent you're around.
Okay. So essentially, that's where the whole fathers need kids in their life thing. You know?
Yeah, that's when
kids need fathers in their life. Okay. But you know, again,
I feel like they can't help it. They just like kids look up to who they're around. And they're sponges. They're gonna pick up.
But you know, sometimes we're in a time right now where some people have a spiteness about them, where they just won't. They can care less the effect that it has on the child. Anything to essentially show some sense of control, or more importantly, to hurt that other party. That kind of conflicts with, you know.
So like, don't you feel like they be saying that dudes that are raising only mothers, they're like a lot more emotional?
Yeah, I can say, listen, I definitely was around my mom a lot more than my dad. I definitely do. I guess I do, you know, and you got to think about it, like there's a void there that you kind of have to like address not having both parties at the same time. Do you need both parties at the same time?
Yes.
You do. Well, you know, some people have done great without both parties as well, but at the same time, you know,
there's a lot of dudes that didn't have their father in there.
Yeah.
They're great. They're like, you know.
Yeah, I hear you.
I remember I seen this kid like, yo, somebody got mad. I forgot what song why this guy got mad. His dad's like, why were you there? Why did you not be there? I could have been the next LeBron. I could have been.
I didn't see that.
I
didn't see that. I definitely didn't see that. But let's hop right along right here. So, what would you do in this situation here? Crazy. Yo, sometimes, when the box got you doing crazy things, acting out of order and unorthodox, and more importantly, making you crash out. Think about this guy.
So it is a Detroit man is accused of showing up at his wife's job in Sterling Heights as an assisted living place, shooting at her several times, and then pistol whipping her after she tried to run away. Official says update: he has been married 9 years and found out all 3 of his children was not his.
Yo, is that justifiable?
I mean, he's wrong, but he's not wrong. He's wrong, but I understand. That's why I feel like it should be mandatory for DNA tests when you're having a child.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Mandatory.
He's about to catch a case.
Before you can sign that, the birth certificate, they should be like, yo, we need DNA testing before you can sign that shit. That should be a federal law, not a state across all boards, because this is crazy. There's people, and this is regular. There's people that don't do the test. They raised a kid that they thought was theirs. It's not been theirs.
9 years.
9 years.
They probably went through all types of shit with all 3 of those kids.
Not all 3? That's crazy. All 1 or 2.
Not
one.
2, but
all 3?
Shit, you read that's gonna be the last time you finesse anybody.
But I thought he said it just wait for it. No, I'm not. This is when they're gonna start saying they want the bear more than the man. And then like, we want that. But this is what y'all doing to people, and it's like y'all do an action, then you wonder why this man would be acting like this.
Like cause and effect.
So everything has a cause and effect. There's sometimes where people just bugged out and they just doing it. But it's a cause and effect right here.
Absolutely nuts. And
what would you do?
And this is not like the first time.
No, but what would you do?
What would I do? So honestly, I wouldn't take it to the extent he did, right? Like I would feel I would feel so helpless knowing that I just gave you 9 years of my life. Those 3 kids I've seen change. Like, and 3 of them, you ran the game with me on. So you was getting your back blown out 3 times.
More than 3 times. It can't just be 3 times. It's probably a bunch of times.
So think about how my trust runs so deep out there. Like, come on, bro. Come on.
Like, and you're connected to these children now. Like, what? It's gonna. I think that's gonna fuck you up mentally. And they say men commit suicide a lot more than. I think this dude probably. I don't know what I would do. I don't know. Because I'm not in that situation. But if I was in that situation, I'd probably just go I think I would have to go somewhere to stop myself from doing what I would want to do.
Man, I'm
out. I would just not tell anybody I'm leaving. Just leave. I would have went to get the milk and never came back.
So I feel for old boy. Like
that's crazy.
Nuts.
Man. I don't wish that on my worst enemy.
Listen.
I don't like
I do understand from just out of speculation. There is like some law with married couples. If you walk in on, I think it's an old law or it's maybe still relevant. If you walk in on your wife and she's committing adultery, and that's in that heat of the moment, if you walk in and you see them engaging, right, and that split second, you technically gone crazy because you see your partner, engaged in sexual activity, and apparently, if you act out like almost like you were shooting him, it's almost like if you shoot that person, it's because it's a moment of insanity or something like that. Being that you see your partner and it's like, I don't know if it's an old law. Again, don't quote me on this, but it's definitely something that I've heard in the grapevine. But it's interesting to know that like not one but two but three.
Yo, I got a new saying, man. They be talking about they choose the bear. Yo, you trust a snake before you trust her.
I ain't saying that. All I'm saying is
9 years?
9 years?
Anybody's still gonna have to pay child support, right?
So according to the court, shit like that does happen. They do. Listen, you signed. You was dumbing up the sign. You gonna give us that bread? But I'm pretty sure that with this DNA proof, they'll at least make him not pay anything more. But do they retroactively get the money back from that lady? Can he get it back? I'm pretty sure there's some legal matter there that he can essentially sue for it.
Life ain't fair, man. But we got this new thing going on. Ari Lennox. When she get on the net, she gonna say something triggered. Yo, Ari Lennox, go to therapy. Go see a psych so she can handle all your childhood traumas and stop trying to and get off the internet. Cancel all your accounts because every time you go on there, you look like a person you just bothered. I remember I seen her in the gym. She looked bothered in the gym. She looked bothered in the gym. She's an elliptical looking man, bothered. It's like, this girl, everything. Get this girl. She's like everything bothers her. Like she's the type of person that connects everything to some type of ism, racism, sexism. She's gonna. So now she was probably. They said she was 7 when Martin even got off the air.
Yeah.
But I guess she's probably on Netflix or one of them watching them on the streaming services. And now this has been going on. Everybody's been talking about this. I've been seeing so many pieces. One thing I hate about stuff like this, one celebrity complains about something, everybody had the same sentiments. Oh, she's right. You know how many think pieces I've seen on all the streaming services about like, oh, you guys are coming at Ari Lennox. She's right. You're proving her point. Yo, I watch Martin.
But
right?
That's why Ari comes to the gym to relieve the stress, and then people like this judge her because
I'm not judging.
I was talking shit.
I'm just talking shit. All right, I don't think she was bothered. She looked a little bothered. I only seen her once. I didn't see her like multiple times.
She didn't be looking.
But then it's like, let me just play the clip, man.
But you know what? That's your space of stress relief.
How much you would go on Pam? Like I know, like about Martin was how much you would go on Pam. Like I know, like and this is coming from a girl who I love me a good like joking ass movie, and even when the joking movie is like, damn, like that was fucked up. Like, I'm not like too woke or something is what I'm trying to say. Like I'm honestly not. I'm problematic. I'm pretty problematic, low key. But my point is that there are some things where I draw the line and it just bothered me, or like I don't know. It's like Pam was so fucking beautiful and so fine, and I just feel like growing up as a chocolate girl. Like, I don't even know if I was able to understand the greatness of Pam because of the light that I feel like I was being fed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like always going on Pam, always like that's all I remember. And I didn't like that. But like, so I feel conflicted because while I feel like the show is incredible. And I feel like Martin is a legendary show, and all of the actors and Tommy and like everybody, like legendary.
Nothing about what she used to do to him.
I adore them all. Like you have no idea, and I adore Martin. Like I adore him.
I mean, let's cut this off. Yo, man, stop being so sensitive. I hate this generation going back to old shit and crying. Like, it reminds me of when I see Rush Hour, now they have a new little disclaimer. Like, yo, stop. Yo, they made fun of Martin's big ears, his height. They made fun of Gina being light skinned, her big head. Tommy not having no job. Cole being dumb. Shanae, they just make fun of everybody. The show was everybody just cracking on each other.
Yeah, but apparently.
But then again, I feel like these are the people. If you're sensitive trauma, you're gonna find this. There's some people that find racism in everything. There's some people they find sexism in everything. There's people they're gonna pick. They could find it in anything. And this is who Ariel Lennox is. You're gonna find the problematic trauma, whatever, in anything she watches. So these are the type of people that they live life on eggshells. They're gonna find a problem with everything. So that's what it is. But yo, I know J. Cole happy that he don't have to deal. Imagine J. Cole had to deal with this as her artist on his record label. She probably was annoying as fuck. And J. Cole, thank Jesus Christ, God, whatever deity you believe in, that you don't have to deal with this female woman anymore, right? Because she look like she's annoying, and she's very annoying. Because every time she goes viral, it's for her being annoying over some dumb internet stuff.
Hey, listen,
remember the last time she was mad that she was on a Rod Wave tour and the fans weren't opening up to her. Why would you go on tour with Rod Wave? Rod Wave fans are not Ari Lennox fans. You should have went on a tour with Erykah Badu or something like that. You went on the wrong tour and you're crying that the fans are not happy to see you. It's not your tour. It's Rod Wave's tour. Your opener.
Listen. All right. Listen. You understand you're entitled to your own opinion, but you gotta think about the tone in which Martin took place.
Yo, he's right about that. But Ari, whenever you feel like posting something, you look at something bothered. This abbreviation should pop up in your ass, in your head. STFU. Shut the fuck up. Every time you think of complaining about something that bothers you, tattoo that shit on your forehead, all right? STFU. Shut the fuck up. And your life will be 10 times easier.
Listen, you don't got STFU. STFU, you don't have to. Listen, you're entitled to it. Don't let people like this take you out of your mind frame. But you got to be open to the fact that you're barking up the wrong tree. It was definitely not warranted. Pam was talking as much shit as Martin.
Pam used to go off. And everybody wanted Pam.
Unprovoked.
The first season, Cole wanted Pam so much. Everybody wanted Pam. And everybody was hollering at Pam.
And true,
what are you talking about?
Pam was alright.
Everybody wanted to holler at her on the show.
My uncle used to date Pam back in high school. That's crazy. But and you think of Pam was she was fire.
Martin had a whole episode when he had a dream that he had. What show were you watching? You watched one episode or something? What show were you watching?
Yo, listen. Are you entitled to it?
Yo, get in the lab, make some music. We don't want to hear from you unless it's you singing.
Make some music. I love that.
I hate this generation that just wants to complain about everything. Like they say, man, y'all not ashamed of anything, but y'all are offended by everything.
Offended by everything, ashamed of nothing. Yo, but staying on that same wave of being offended by everything and ashamed of nothing. We'll jump right ahead to this eye color situation. And then we'll double back to
you talking about the sweetie thing?
Yeah,
I told you there's people that could look for racism and everything.
Let's hear this segment, and then we can kind of chop it up from this.
I thought you wanted me to play the commercial. You got the commercial?
The commercial's right out there, so you gotta play the first part, and the second part is gonna play out.
All right, wait up.
So it's the same one.
Yeah, where did I put that? So I used to play the ad first.
Parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My jeans are blue.
Sydney's tweenie, Casper.
Jeez. Yo, man.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often
You know, we live in
determining.
an era where it's cool to hate white people. People hate white people. It is what it is. People hate white people. and then it's cool to hate white people. So they see this ad right here. They want to... Everything's Hitler now. Everything's Nazi, whatever.
Wait, what the fuck did you say? It's cool. Yeah, listen.
You know it's cool to hate white people, bro. Every time I go on the internet, they're hating on white people.
Oh my god.
And white people are supposed to just take it.
Yo.
It's cool to hate white people nowadays.
No,
I know that's people gonna be like, yo, it's cool to hate white people. You can say whatever you want about white people, right? It's the era we live in. They're like, we should penalize white people for shit that happened years ago. Everything that's bad is because of them. So it's kind of cool to hate white people. I know people they want to act like it's not, but it is. It's cool to hate white people right now, especially with who's in office right now. You don't think it's cool to hate white people?
First of all, I think the way you're framing that sounds nuts. I think
Yo, it's cool to hate white people. Anything that's white, they act like they get mad at it. Like, white people can't be proud of being white. White people can't do anything. Every time white people, it's a problem. It's problematic. And every other race of people could do it. But once white people do it, you're a racist, you're a Nazi, you're this, you're that. Yo, I'm telling you, Beyonce did the same commercial right here. Said the same exact lines. There won't be the outrage that they're having right now. And if you outraged about it, they would have called you racist. Imagine if Beyonce did this commercial, then one white person said, oh my God, this is racist. What about my white skin? And then everybody would say, you're a racist for saying this, but these people that are mad about this commercial are not racist about it.
I think, didn't Beyonce do a Levi's commercial?
Yeah, she did one. I think that was a
couple weeks ago, she did a Levi's commercial.
But I think it had they're saying that this is it's like Nazi Germany.
They're saying there's a racial undertone there. There's a racial undertone there with the...
Like I said, it's cool to hate white people. It is.
Interesting.
It's cool. And it's like, but I feel like sometimes people, it's like a reverse of what they've been doing the last few years. They're doing fat is in, they're doing the body positivity. They're doing, but I'm like, yo, sweetie, this chick is a hot white girl right now, right? She's like, she's in all the movies. She's one of the top actors right now. I feel like they put any whack white chick in there and they're saying the same thing. Yeah, you could be mad. But she's like a bombshell, right?
And
well, I don't.
Apparently, she's a Republican. Apparently, she's a Republican.
And yeah, but then they had Doja. This funny Doja doing this. Doja's the same chick that was on that.
Listen, Doja Cat being a hybrid baby, she's definitely made her...
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue. Genes.
It's so funny coming from this shit, because I remember that. Yeah, you remember when she was on the webcam? What is that? I forgot. What was that site called again?
No, Beagle? No, what was it called?
It was like Chat Roulette. Yo, we remember. You keep on doing. You doing it. We remember who you are. All right. You identified more with your white side, and you was doing it. But I guess now you in the Hollywood circle, so you're gonna act like you're bothered by this and all that. Yo, you can't talk. Please, you cannot talk. You were saying some crazier things back then.
Yeah, she was.
You were saying some crazy stuff. So Doja Cat, do the same thing we told Ari Lennox to go do. Make some music. Shut the fuck up. All right? You can't be the one to talk. We got the receipts about you and what you said about regarding black people and white people and all that.
This guy's the sheriff.
Shut the fuck up.
He is an internet sheriff. He be watching y'all.
I remember things. Doja Cat, you can't be the one to talk. You can't. If it's somebody else, all right. I feel like this shit is annoying now. And then come to find out, she comes out later that she's a registered Republican.
Let's see the one right under this where this is kind of her response a day after this when she's like walking through the media and they're asking her about it.
Wait, because this is, I hate when it does that. It doesn't like this automatic play.
That is being racist. Stop the ad. That is being racist.
Stop the ad. Stop being racist. Yo, this is America. They are 60% or more of the fucking population. They are the majority. I know you want to see ads that look like you, and I'm sorry, this is America. Sometimes you have to be in reality, all right? Okay. There's more, these people, you want to see yourself on TV, they're going to put the majority on TV. They've been doing that for the last few years. When they were doing that, they had the body positivity chicks on there. They had men that were women being in the ads. They're doing all that. They're going to take a break from that. The next 4 years, you're going to see more of this, all right? I'm sorry to break the news to you guys, all right? You're going to see more of this, all right? You're going to see more. You're going to see a lot more ads like this. And they're doing the anti-DEI stuff right now.
And the crazy part about it is that Trump writes a post today saying,
the best troll of all time.
Super troll. He writes an ad thing basically saying, hey, it's great to see Cindy Sweeney really helping American Eagle in their jeans. And then more importantly, he bashes the designer of Jaguar because their sales dropped 98%. He stepped down after taking on the electric market. And I think I want to be honest, to change your whole fleet electric, that's a bold decision to make. But
I mean, I would have did it too when Biden was talking about by this year there's going to be no more gas cars. Well, but now it's changed. There's a new sheriff in town, and he's not with that.
Yeah, so
I think that was so dumb. Like, why would you do all your whole fleet to electric?
I think Jaguar.
You're not Tesla.
I think Jaguar should have definitely.
But they make the Waymos, right? Don't they?
Those are the older cars. They don't no longer make those Waymos, the F-Pace for the Waymo. So.
Oh yeah, when I was in Vegas, I seen some way new one.
Oh yeah. What?
It was like a way different car. I'm like, is this a new version? It look crazy.
Zeus. It's probably the Zeus. It's a worn out like
boxes. Yeah, it's a box. Yeah.
That's another company.
I thought that was Waymo too.
No. But let's.
But people, man, get your pays out of the bunch, man. Stop crying and doing this. Has no effect on your life. The shit was. Stop comparing to Nazi. This is not Germany. This is America. Stop. 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 It was not. But we said it before in the last segment. If you want to see racism or sexism and anything, you would see it. You could watch fucking a cartoon show, or we could watch a box of cereal and find it. You're gonna look. It's just people could find it anywhere. Those people that are triggered by that stuff. Stop being triggered, man. It's gonna be like this for the next 4 years. All right. It's gonna be like this for the next 4 years. All right. She was not talking about It's crazy how these people complain about. There's people that say they have good genes. Every race. If you have some nice hair, they're gonna say the black girl has good genes. If I'm tall, they're gonna tell me I have good genes.
No, but the way she said balloon jeans and the way she's blue-eyed.
Yeah, blue-eyed. She has blue eyes.
Blue-eyed, blonde hair. We all know that's like we all know.
I feel they're reaching. This is not the 60s.
And they made that an archetype. So
that was in Germany. This is not Germany. I feel like people are reaching, and I feel like these companies do that on purpose, anyways. Because look, they got their stock is up now. Everybody's boycotting it.
Rage baiting America.
Rage baiting. These companies keep doing the same thing, and y'all keep falling for it. Gucci drops a new racial shit every other campaign. Y'all go crazy and say y'all not gonna wear it. Make their stock go up because people are like, some people like when people are, these people are mad about this. I'm gonna support it just because you're being sensitive about it. I'm gonna support it. So they're gonna keep race baiting, and y'all idiots are gonna keep falling for it over and over. Y'all don't even wear American Eagle jeans. Why y'all even care? Y'all don't wear it.
What the fuck wears American Eagle?
People are annoying. Y'all don't see how exhausting y'all are sometimes? This is why Trump won. This is why he won.
Yeah, you know, like the old saying.
And y'all keep crying. This is why he won.
You know, like the old saying back in the days, the moms just tell their daughters, like, they would hate their boyfriend so bad, you make them want their boyfriend even more that you hate him so bad. This is like
some people just went in there and said, just because I hate this guy, I'm gonna vote for him.
Exactly.
It's like y'all don't get it through y'all thick little skull. Y'all just keep doing this over and over and over and over and over and over. Damn, y'all are exhausting as hell.
Listen, moving right ahead, listen. The oldest baby to date. Let's pull up this segment here. This is pretty amazing to even witness.
I don't know. It's so funny. I remember my dad used to joke about one of my cousins that said that her mom had her in her stomach for a year or 2 years or something like that. Yeah. But then seeing this is kind of crazy. But
This morning, a new record. A baby born from an embryo frozen more than 30 years ago. A medical feat. Stunning, even doctors.
The fact that somebody who wanted to have a baby but couldn't now has one thanks to a frozen embryo that was frozen 30 years ago, that is remarkable.
Last week, Thaddeus was born in Ohio to his adoptive parents, Tim and Lindsay Pierce. We had a rough birth, but we are both doing well now. The new mom telling MIT Technology Review, we are in awe that we have this precious baby. Thaddeus was conceived in a lab in 1994 by Linda Archer, who's now 62 years old. She and her then husband used IVF, a fairly new technology at the time, to eventually have their now 30-year-old daughter. But they froze 3 other unused embryos. Years later, faced with the decision of what to do with those embryos, Archer learned about a Christian embryo adoption agency in which donors have a say in whom can receive the embryos. The Pierces were a perfect match. Doctors say implanting older embryos is not necessarily riskier.
If these eggs are frozen properly and they are thawed and past screening, they can be just as healthy as an embryo created today.
The Pierces in their 30s had been trying for 7 years to have a baby. They were barely 5 years old when their now son's embryo was frozen. The new mom saying, we didn't go into it thinking we would break any records. We just wanted to have a baby. About 1 million frozen embryos are estimated to be in storage in the U.S., leaving the ethical question of what to do with them all.
Such as beef.
This morning,
so essentially there's a million.
A new record.
Essentially there's a million people that are waiting to be born. 1 million people waiting to be born.
Freezing embryos, huh?
It's pretty tough, right? You gotta think about it. The oldest baby, he's technically 31 years old. That's crazy. That is like every day we're getting closer and closer to that perfect human.
Yeah, every week we talk about something. There was the designer babies a couple weeks ago, and
they just making it easier and easier to have them.
That's what I'm saying, man. The Transformers they're gonna get their wish, but they're gonna be able to have kids probably one day.
I love it.
Scientists ain't playing. Science is a motherfucker. It's evolving today.
Yeah, so let's jump into a generation of people who went to school for no reason. It's crazy.
You know what? So we talk about AI a lot. We always bring AI because people, talk about AI. But we have a recent study by Microsoft Research Division analyzed the accessibility of artificial intelligence to various professions in the U.S. job market. The paper identified 40 jobs most at risk and 40 jobs least at risk of being affected by AI. Based on how likely the technology is to be used in these roles, the research focused on how AI could influence productivity across job categories, potentially impacting potentially impacting employment structures in the process. So here's the jobs. There's a whole list of them. Certain ones like historians, writers and authors, editors. They got models. What else they got? They got copywriters, copywriters.
40 jobs right now that is going to be essentially obsolete in a couple of years.
Then they got nursing assistants and dishwashers. I mean, they already got roofers, floor sanders, and finishers.
Think about all those people who used to do.
They said maids and housekeeping cleaners, bridge and lock tenders. What else? Water treatment plant and system operators. There's a bunch.
Man.
Tire repairs and changes, ship engineers. Yeah. So yeah. So I guess that's why people say we're going away from being a human, but I guess this is the end, right?
Well, or is it the beginning? The beginning, right?
It's the end and the beginning. We're getting farther from humanity, I guess. So we're gonna be more artificial intelligence. So they're saying, think about what you go to school for. People that are going to school now.
Listen, the CEO of NVIDIA basically said most of the actual professions people are going to school for right now are going to be obsolete in the next 10 years. So it leaves people in a very, weird spot, it leaves people in a gray area. So choose wisely.
Damn, so imagine all the books is made by fake people or by AI.
Yeah, right.
They make stories and everything.
So if AI is already lying and doing all this wild random shit on their own accord, who's to say they're not gonna put information in?
Yeah, it's a historian. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. But well, it's very easy because most of the information you do get right now.
Yeah, I mean, when I want to know something. Too. Like I remember I wanted to know are presidents all related, right?
Yeah.
And I looked up ChatGPT. A lot of them are related, or they're from the same bloodline. It's kind of crazy.
I mean, I was just telling him today.
Trump and Obama basically cousins. When I Googled it, they're basically cousins of Chat. They are from the same bloodline.
That's crazy. I was telling him today. Grok was just updated in my car, and Grok is another AI, and now that's for the actual defense, for our actual armed defenses, and to see the things that this thing does is mind blowing, and having it at your fingertip at all times makes it this thing like
it's making life easier and harder at the same time. If you think about it,
correct.
Because you might not have a job, but
you can write a book while you're driving the car.
Yeah, you can do a lot of things like ChatGPT would make a whole list of. I remember it gave me a whole list and made it in a PDF for me. I was like, they made visual ads. I'm like, yo.
Yo, you can't help it. You can't help it.
You see the cover art for our podcast. Like, I tell it what I want to put in, it's going to do it.
Listen, shout to AI and the people putting that work in. Oh, I love it. But let's pull this next one right here.
All right. So how hard do you want? What is this? I'm going to put a clip right here.
Fight against. It doesn't matter who you support. We can all fight against this. Large corporations are using a new technology to make individual prices for individual people. Yeah. We are in a price crisis. It's called surveillance price fixing, and it doesn't matter who you voted for. This has something for all of us to hate. I want you to close your eyes and imagine a woman who is in an abusive relationship and she's planning her escape. She gets to her phone and she starts frantically searching for a one-way bus ticket and hotels. And she starts scanning grocery delivery apps to stock up before she leaves, all from her phone late at night in the same search session. What she doesn't know is that the apps that she's using are collecting data on her activity. Data as precise as how quickly she's searching it and what time she's searching it. Syndicated predictive pricing systems. Prices for motel rooms in her area instantly surge before she even notices. Prices for a one-way bus ticket surge. The prices for a one-way plane ticket surge. Even things that she didn't search, but that are adjacent to what it seems like she might be doing. So prices for diapers for her might surge in that moment. She's being charged more to save her own life.
So surveillance pricing is a lot more strategic and a lot more individual. So the three of us could all see different prices for the same goods based on data that a company can collect about us.
The algorithms don't see fear. They don't see urgency. They just see high intent. They're even tracking mouse movements on the website. So if you hover over something long enough, the price will go up.
Company, based on this information, might know that you have a kit. It's late at night. They can see that you're searching for cold remedies, and now you might see thermometers at higher prices because they know you're desperate and maybe you've got a sick kid. Are you serious?
Okay, so what can you do? First, search for things in incognito mode. That's just like the private browser that you usually use you just search for things in incognito mode. Secondly, if you want to hack it, put something in your cart and let it sit there. Because they're watching that too. So if you know you want to buy some headphones, let it sit in your cart for like a week. You might look back and the price might be lower. Also, don't get any company's specific app. Like, don't search for things on the Nike app. You know what I'm saying? Just search for things in Google on incognito mode. And lastly, support people who are trying to rein in corporate power as opposed to give corporations more power. No. I have something that we can all fight against.
Just when you thought there was some fair aspect of being a consumer, now they figured out the cheat code on how to charge us all individual different prices. Like,
hey, if you need it, you're gonna pay the price, right?
Yo, they just proved that it works. He said, if you need it.
I mean, I'm just saying how some people think. If I need something, I'm gonna buy it. Like, imagine I'm running a business, right? Uh-huh. And I need that certain product. I need it for my business. I'm just gonna buy it.
Is that price gouging though?
Yo, man, like I always say, life ain't fair. So they're gonna they're gonna change the game the way they see the game changing. They're gonna see what's fit to prosper in the game, and they see that you're gonna put the prices up. People want certain shit. People want that, this, that, and third. You just gonna pay more for it because that's what you want more than somebody else would want.
Damn.
So I see you wear these bucket hats all the time. Bucket hat price is gonna be going up for you one day, man.
You already prayed on my downfall. Already trying to tell me I'm gonna have to pay more money.
Yeah, I don't wear bucket hats, so when I buy, it's gonna be for the low. You probably gonna hit me up, yo, Jeff, man, get me some bucket hats.
But then
they charging me $35, and I know the price is $20 or $15.
But you know what's so funny? That's basically gonna make people buy stuff through other people's accounts and kind of change the algorithm real bad. So that's like how they tell you to buy tickets from other places, you know, as far as a plane. And that's how you kind of get the, you know, that's kind of the cheat code in that regard. But moving right ahead, let's talk about this new Band-Aid, my boy. Look at this right here. This is nuts.
All right. Switzerland build a bandage that heals wounds with electricity 4 times faster. No drugs, no scarring. So, let me read this real quick. In a cutting-edge Swiss lab, researchers have created a smart bandage that actively speeds up wound healing without using drugs or antibiotics. Unlike traditional dressing, this advanced bandage uses microchannels and bioelectrodes to generate gentle electric fields triggered by wound moisture. These pulses mimic the body's natural signals, guiding skin, cell, and blood vessels to the injury. The result is faster tissue regeneration, enhanced cell growth, and reduced infection, potentially healing wounds up to 4 times faster. Made from flexible, breathable polymers, is a feature. Yeah, it features a silver mesh for antimicrobial. Oh damn, I can read.
But at the end of the day,
it's too much. But yeah, this is kind of crazy.
And it's crazy. And it's a crazy tech that gives you the ability to, you know, use a. Imagine, remember back in the days you have Band-Aids and they're just Band-Aids.
They won't stay on. Yeah.
And then there's Band-Aids that have Neosporin in it. Like they've gradually gotten like more advanced in the Band-Aid game. Now they even got brown Band-Aids that have the same complexion as Black Americans. And it's pretty impressive that they're trying to advance the bandage world. But heading right out, let's hear this.
You don't think there's any side effects to that? The Band-Aid?
Well, they're already doing it right now. They use electrodes for healing process now. So it's all a matter of just isolating that area now and kind of using it as a healing process. So it's so different from what they're already currently doing. They just made it a Band-Aid now. So let's hear what's going on this side of the global world.
Yeah, this is global. So basically,
do you remember the last time that Dubai banned Nigerians and the malls went quiet, luxury shops ghosted, travel froze, flights suspended, so they had to U-turn because Nigerians were spending over $1 billion a year. That's not a small stat, guys. That's leverage. You were fueling hotels, buying out boutiques, investing in buildings, then came the ban. Visa blocks, flight suspensions, no entry if you were under 45 and traveling solo. And what happened? Dubai felt it. So in 2024, they reversed the whole thing. Ban lifted, borders opened. That wasn't mercy, that was good maths. But they weren't done. Fast forward to 2025, and they spun the block again. New restrictions, new filters, transit visas blocked. Tourist visa only if you've got 6 months of statements showing 10 grand a month. In other words, access, but only if you're going to spend that money. That's not security, that's economic gatekeeping. And here's what I want every Nigerian to clock. Remember your value, especially the overspending money in the malls. Remember your value, please. They banned you, then they missed you, then they tried to price you back in. Your passport might not be too strong, but your presence is powerful, honey. The lesson here is when your money moves, influence follows. So stop begging for access and start building systems. Because when you move, economies notice. Talk to me in the comment section. Was this protection, punishment, or just poor planning?
So, yo, first of all,
Dubai don't like the Nigerians, huh?
Do they not like Nigerians, or they are trying to, like they said, economic gatekeeping? Because they only want people to come there and spend money, but they don't want people to come and populate the area. So they don't want anybody.
Oh, so they come in here to live in Dubai?
Yeah, people come here to live, to spend money, and some people will just go there and they don't spend money or live, and apparently that's not what they want. So And it's like, you put these...
It's like the big country club, and they feel like you're just coming in, taking up space and not...
Exactly. So once they started noticing that there is some traction there, they were like, hey, we're still controlling this. We're just going to tell you how to control the money and more.
You remember that? There are other things. You see that thing with the carnival where they're basically restricting certain people, basically by the new rules, no hip hop, no this, no that.
Yeah.
You see that, right?
I didn't see that. No.
I mean, some people be acting a fool and they be trying to regulate it, I guess.
Well, listen, like she said, you know, you got the power, you got leverage. So think about that, man. People y'all be going like, I see.
So wait, are they doing anything in Dubai that the people in Dubai don't like, or?
No, it's just like you said, it's a getaway. So they feel that that's the closest thing to, you know, an extravagant, you know, getaway outside of Nigeria. Like, it's crazy that they have to essentially control everything. Like, who else does that? I think, what is it, Colombia? You gotta have at least $10,000 in your bank to go to certain parts of Colombia now. And I'm like, what are they? So they can fucking rob you? Like, and you gotta have like,
they're probably trying to, they don't want a certain group coming. Because, you know, people that ain't got money to spend money. They want the people that have the big spending.
Yeah, but apparently they want, so you gotta come there with a certain amount of cash, and you gotta have a certain amount of money in your bank. So I'm like, but they got tons of pickpocketing going on. Like, who wants to go to another country and
get robbed?
You get robbed for your passport, like, and all your actual on cash. So it's interesting to see how countries are just basically trying to control who comes in by money. London also does a thing where they pre-check you now. So when you go overseas, they basically, you gotta do like a pre-background flight check. And when I was in London, I was like, man, I didn't know it was that extensive. But it's a quick turnaround. It's like, I think it's less than 24 hours. You'll get it right once they clear it out. But it's essentially them just an economic gatekeeper. So, you know, again, we live in LA, right? And everybody out here either is wearing reps, which most are, and or they're going broke trying to look like they got it. So It's like, what makes more sense to you? You know, you making somebody else's dreams come true with your hard-earned money, or you take into the fact that you have control and leverage of your overall aesthetic and what you spend your money on. So,
yo, man, go where you want it, all right?
Go where you want it. Go where you want it. Support those who support.
Have a nose. Like they used to say, you have no nose, have a nose.
Have a nose. That's like saving face. In America, we say save face. Like, don't.
Have a nose, man. They don't want you there. Don't go there. It don't matter how much you want to go there, how much you have a good time over there. Don't go there. They don't want you there. Fuck them. Right? Just fuck them. Have a nose. You see it right here? Have one. Have one of these, man. They don't want you there. Fuck them. Go where you want it.
Love it. But y'all, listen, Ari Lennox, Sydney Sweeney.
We love you.
Goodbye.
All you easy trigger people, we love you. Just stop being triggered by yourself. You don't gotta go on the internet and be triggered. Triggered by go in your room, close the doors and yell, pull your hair out,
Jerry
do all
Jones,
that.
Michael Parsons.
We love you, man.